Okay guys, so if you're selling physical or handmade products on Etsy, then I promise you the tips I'm going to share in today's video are going to help you massively. So with one of my Etsy stores, I personally sold over 5,800 physical products, equating to multi-six-figure revenues in just 2 years on Etsy. So a lot of these tips I'm going to share today are going to be from my personal experience of what I know works, and also from tactics that I've put in place with some of the current shops I'm coaching that we've seen proven success with. So I want to get straight into the first tip, and this is going to be to add simple but high quality videos to your products. So I want to show you here an example of one of my very basic product videos. So you can see here it's literally just a few seconds long, but the good thing about adding these videos to your product listings is that it's just proven to improve conversion rates. And it does this because it just really helps to bring your product to life. And if you're selling handmade and actual physical products, it's a great opportunity to highlight and show the best features of your product. And it really allows you to show off the craftsmanship and just the best parts of the product and the expertise that's actually gone into making it. Not only that, it's going to help you stand out in search pages just so much more, because you'll see if a customer hovers over your listing now and you've got a video, then the video is going to start auto playing, and suddenly then the customer ends up watching the video on the Etsy homepage. They get a lot more invested in your listing, and it just really helps you to stand out from a lot of the competition. And on top of this, Etsy definitely promote listings that have listing videos a lot higher in searches now, because it seems like pretty much every single platform, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they're all pushing shorter videos just way more, because it's proven that it's just so much more attention grabbing. And yeah, this is just something I think is an absolute quick win. And if you can do it, just short, snappy product videos, it's going to help out your listings so much more. But yeah, moving on to the next tip now, and this is going to be to share your shop story. So in a world where Etsy is becoming so oversaturated with drop shipped or products made in China, you have something that is going to help you to stand out so much against all of this competition. What is it? It's because your products are made by hand, and they've actually got good quality. If your products are handcrafted, then this is a massive selling point. There are literally loads of shoppers out there looking specifically for this. Like, take my mum, for example. I know that if my mum's shopping for something, then she would so much rather prefer to buy something that is handcrafted and handmade by somebody, rather than just some rubbish that's shipped over from China. So this is just why I think it's so important to get the story of your shop and your products on your Etsy shop. So do not neglect the About Us section, right? It's a perfect opportunity to do this. Add your story, add some videos, add some photos of your products, like maybe even your products being made, the process you go through to craft your products, because there's a certain audience out there that are looking specifically for this, and over time you will naturally find that audience and they will naturally find you, as long as you have the story on your shop. But yeah, moving on to the next tip now, and of course it's going to be in this list. It's in this list for any sort of tips I give because it's so important, and this is to improve your SEO. So look, you know yourself, you could be selling the best products in the world, you could spend weeks making them, right? But if they're not showing up on people's screens and people can't find your products, then it doesn't matter how good the products are, you're just not going to get even the chance to sell them. And it's no surprise that SEO on Etsy has changed a lot over the last few years. So what used to work a few years ago might not work at all now. But however, I'll keep saying we do have certain advantages now that we didn't have years ago. And this is the use of Etsy research and SEO apps. So look, there's plenty out there. The one that I always choose to use is Everbee, just because I think it's pretty straightforward. And I'll show you here, you can literally go here, type in any product in your niche, and it's just going to bring up a whole list of the best selling products in that niche that you've typed in, and it's going to allow you to see the revenues, the sales figures, all of that crucial information. And the best thing about it is, because you can see the best sellers at the top, you can literally just click straight into them, and it's going to show you everything about the listing. So the title, the tags, which is really, really important. So obviously it's no surprise, a massive part of SEO and how your items are actually being found on Etsy is because of the tags. So this is just a really quick way to do it. Literally just hit the copy button on Everbee, go over to your Etsy listings, and you can just paste in the proven tags that you know work from the best-selling listings that you found, and you can literally just use them in your own listings and obviously just fine-tune to whatever product it is you're actually trying to sell. And also, a lot of these apps do have keyword research tools specifically. So this basically allows you to just type in whatever keyword it is you're thinking of using on your listing, and it's going to give you search volumes and competition ratios that you can see to, actually see if it's a decent keyword that's actually worth using on your listing. And now, full disclosure, I just want to clarify, I'm not saying you need a research app to do SEO, but it's, from my personal experience, it helps out considerably. And the big thing is, it also massively reduces the workflow and the time I actually have to spend doing my SEO, which nobody likes to do. So the app I always recommend is Everbee. I'll leave a link in the video description to them. They have kindly sponsored today's video, which I'm really happy about because I genuinely do use them every day. So yeah, if you wanted to check them out, feel free. If not, no problem at all. But let's move on to the next tip now. And this is gonna be to improve your product packaging. So look, if you're selling handmade products, right, and you're packaging up them yourself, then this means that you have literally 100% control of the packaging and what goes into the packaging, which is something that you just really shouldn't neglect. So you've always got to think a lot about emotion, I feel, when somebody's actually opening a product. So what emotion can your product and your packaging specifically invoke in the customer? And if you can give them those positive emotions, and well, yourself, when you just open something and it's got amazing packaging, you're like, wow. Like it really just gives you that sense of, this is a really nice product here. I really enjoy seeing this and opening it. And in turn, that's just gonna make you like the brand so much more. It's gonna make you wanna come back to the brand, to buy more products. The packaging could be so nice, you'd even consider giving it as a gift to somebody else in the future. And if you're really happy, you could literally just leave a review just because you're so happy with the packaging. I mean, again, just from my personal experience, I've had loads of reviews on my Etsy shop that are literally just mentioning the packaging and how happy they were with the packaging supplied. And yeah, it's something that I personally never knew how much it would actually affect my business in a positive way until I actually started doing it. So yeah, it's one that I really wanted to share with you guys. And also, as a side note, when you sell a product from your brand and you've got beautiful packaging, it's something that you can be proud of. And I certainly know for me anyway, when I sat down with the design team and I first actually designed my packaging, I was really excited. But then when I actually ordered some samples and saw my products come in the packaging, I was honestly, it's such a proud moment that this is actually your brand. It's something you've put out into the world. And yeah, I don't think business should sometimes always be about profits. I think it's also really nice to actually make something that you are proud of. But yeah, moving on to the next point now, and this is to improve and grow on socials. So look, if you're selling handmade products, right, then the world of socials is just an absolute gold mine for you if you do it correctly. So this is something that I employ and put into practice with all of the handmade shops which I currently work with. And just want to show you an example here of one shop that we've just started growing socials with recently, and they're very new to the game, but you can see they posted a video here of handmade jewelry being made, but you can see here the shop owner posted a video of her making her jewelry by hand, and it's already got 3,000 views from being a totally new account on TikTok. So even if just 10% of the audience that viewed that video clicked through to the shop, which would be a decent rate, then that would be 300 eyes or 300 visits from one 25-second video that has now gone through to view the products and go onto the shop. And yeah, another shop I've worked with, so another case study, a crochet shop. She opened an Instagram, again, completely from scratch, and has already managed to grow the Instagram account to over 1.1K followers, and has got some reels with over 24K views, which is very, very, very impressive. So yeah, I just think socials is a massive strategy that you can put in place if you haven't done so already. And to me, it's just the modern way to grow a brand, and it's a great way to get that external organic sales funnel driving more eyes to your Etsy shop. And yeah, talking about eyes and visuals, this is probably the #1 tip I can give you on Etsy out of everything that you can do to improve your shop and your sales. And this is simply to just improve your product images. So look, images sell products. It is literally as simple as that. And you know yourself, right? If you're looking at a busy homepage with a whole selection of products, what is the reason why you would click on one product over the other? I'll give you some time to think about it, but I can certainly answer, for me, it's because of the pictures. Like, I will literally click on a product because I think the picture markets the product and presents the product in the best possible way. And again, if you're selling these handmade products, you're gonna have the stock actually on you. So you can be taking these high quality images at home. And I know what you're gonna say, like, oh, Alfie, don't I need like a whole photography team or like an expensive camera? Or no, you don't. Like, you literally don't. You can take high quality images that makes the product really stand out and really pop just by using a smartphone. So a really good way to take really high quality images is to just use the portrait mode on your iPhone or whatever phone it is you're using. All phones should have a portrait mode. And basically all this is gonna do is just blur the background of the image, and it's really gonna allow the product to stand out and really pop out of the image and really stand out on the main Etsy homepage when you publish that as a thumbnail image. And yeah, just as a general rule, the more contrast you can have between the main product focus that you're trying to sell and the background, usually the better, because again, as I said, this is just gonna mean the product's gonna stand out so much more. I can't stress how important this tip is. But anyway, if you wanted more proven tips to improve your Etsy sales, then I definitely recommend you to check out this video. I think it'll really help. And as always, if you wanted to work directly with me, then there'll be a link in the video description to book in a free call, see if we're a good fit to work together. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.